We got to clean that up.
On the offensive end, are you pleased with the shots that you're getting?
Yeah, pretty much. I think we're moving the ball pretty well.
The ball game for the Rockets, it'll be Golden State basketball.
Boy, when he's not in perpetual motion, Steph Curry, and you see him sitting there on the sideline, the size of his shoulders is really a marked difference.
Here's Jordan Poole, comes up with a loose ball, scraps for it. Wiggins couldn't cash and rebounded by DeQuan Jeffries, recent acquisition after he was released by the Sacramento Kings. Porter Jr. kicks it back out. Got a whistle and a foul against the Warriors. That's going to go against Jordan Poole. His first team. There's Porter Jr. off the screen, gets downhill. He is so adept with that offhand, Doris.
He can finish with either. If he gets his shoulders past you, he's got speed and athleticism going downhill.
Looney missing the elbow jump shot.
And you know what maybe, Mark, was the best thing about the 50-point game, aside from watching the brilliant, eye-popping talent? That the game before he was abysmal to start. He was like 0 for 10. You got to keep your head up.
Ended up 2 for 12 and bounced right back in the next game. Poole with a good look from deep. And Jordan Poole knocks in the three. His improvement. Found a little gym to get some workouts in. And he watched tape of his former Michigan teammate, Duncan Robinson, and Tyler Hero, who he knows from his days in Milwaukee. And watch the way they moved without the basketball, Doris. They run in similar systems in Miami compared to Golden State's, and he really watched a lot of film and learned a lot from them. Jeffries from the corner, got it.
It requires, Mark, just is the kind of relentless nature of it. The pace at which he moves, the infrequency with which he stands.
Bazemore drives it in off glass, no good. And Bazemore struggling today. He's 0 for 4 from the field. 9.5 minutes to go in the first half. Jeffries looks inside to Martin. Martin, bigs this year. Saw Kenyon Martin in attendance here at Toyota Center this afternoon. Former first overall pick in the draft.
Back-to-back games he's been in attendance, taking in his son's play.
Great to see. A 3-on-1. Jeffries on the high handoff. Stephen Silas was very impressive during the interview process here in Houston as Wiggins gets, especially so with his offensive philosophy. Keep in mind, folks, that his fingerprints were all over that historically high and efficient offense in Dallas last year. 6-point lead for the Rockets. Porter Jr. starting this game off a little bit cold. Houston in the midst of a 14-5 run. Poole off the handoff, got it to go off glass.
He started with a drive, though, right, Mark? And that's, if you're struggling a little bit, he had such a long stretch of double-figure games. He started to struggle a little bit, put his head down, got to the rack, saw it go through the basket, and it got him started. The strength of character, the poise, he said, but he had the answer to every question I asked him, and he said he'd asked me a few and I didn't know the answer.
As Olynyk comes up with a steal, Warriors turn it over again. Olynyk makes them pay at the other end with the layup.
So initially off the foot, weren't capitalizing. Now they've scored on the last couple of turnovers. 6, with plenty left here in the second quarter for Golden State.
Mulder from the edge knocks down the 3-ball. Mulder in the situation a year ago and has gotten himself a role on this team. Up high, nice alley-oop. Martin. Poole pulls from deep, fouled on the 3-ball by Porter Jr. Yes, albeit the Sacramento Kings upending the Lakers last night. Here's Porter Jr. turns the corner on Looney, took it into traffic, got his follow-up to go.
See, doesn't it feel, the game feels easy to him, Mark?
Yeah. Plays at a great pace and changes speeds, great handle, whistle, and that's going to be an out-of-bounds violation against Wiggins. Williams, former first-round pick of these Houston Rockets. I mean, that's some pretty good alumni.
shoot.
They got 5+1 off the bench.
Give me the alumni pickup game. I'm picking Jamal.
Yeah. Him and Doug in the backcourt. That's a nice matchup. Nice tandem. Wiggins into the paint. Curry pulls it back out on Wood. Got a mismatch here. Poole goes to the screen. Toscano Anderson wasn't ready for the pass, it appeared. And Golden State still down by 6. Up high for Wood. Can't believe that he actually got it in all that traffic, but couldn't catch.
Well, Juan Toscano Anderson basically at the 5 right now, because you've got Draymond at the scorer's table, but that's good interior defense by, can we call him JTA?
Yes. After a couple times, it's a little long after that.
We got to clean that up.
On the offensive end, are you pleased with the shots that you're getting?
Yeah, pretty much. I think we're moving the ball pretty well.
The ball game for the Rockets, it'll be Golden State basketball.
Boy, when he's not in perpetual motion, Steph Curry, and you see him sitting there on the sideline, you can, the size of his shoulders is really a marked difference.
Here's Jordan Poole. Comes up with a loose ball, scraps for it.